Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ancient Mathoms Progression Series. I'm Onidson,
And I'm Grant Thompson, just along for the ride.
and today we are going to go up against the Redhorn Gate, the first pack of the Dwarves Elf cycle. So let's talk about our decks a little bit. I'm running a Spirit Lore deck with Glorfindel, Eowyn, and Frodo Baggins.
Okay, and what does yours focus on?
I've got a bunch of questing, a couple of our new cards, and I'm running Shadow of the Past to bring back some mountain locations.
Oh, those dreaded mountains. Well, I'm running a leadership tactics deck that focuses on Theodred, Imrahil, and Boromir. So it's more of the resource acceleration and um, Boromir smash styles that I think you've put together.
All right, as far as opening hands go, I think I'm going to keep mine. Just all that willpower. Sure, I don't have any lore cards, but Glorfindel has other uses for his resources. So,
True. Very true.
what about you? You going to keep it, or are you going to take your chances with a mulligan?
I'm gonna actually keep it because I've got Stewart of Gondor in the opening hand, and that's one of the only reasons I'm keeping it.
All right, then. Let's go ahead and get this quest started. So, I will take Arwen and
Yeah.
Domiel.
Yep, indeed. Add Kahadras to the staging area, that's done, and then remove all copies from the Snowstorm from the encounter deck, and that's the first part of setup done. And now we reveal one card per player and add it to the staging area.
All right, number one, freezing cold.
Because of course it is.
That sounds like a Frodo card. Now, of course, this is trusting that I will find my Miner in the Iron Hill, but we can control a little bit when we advance, right?
For the
And
most part,
card number two is Fell Voices, which does nothing and gains Surge into a snow
once in
ward
a while,
because
it does.
why? What else would it do? Okay,
Okay.
all right. I guess that means it's time to get started. And I have another copy of Mustering the Rohirrim. And what do you got?
Common cause.
That can do some work with Boromir, actually.
That could.
Alright, I'm going to start off by playing Mustering the Rohirrim to look at the top 10 cards of my deck. For a Rohan ally, add it to my hand. That sounds like a West Road Traveler to me. It's either that or a Rittermark's Finest.
Both would come in handy.
And let's try this one more time with Mustering the Rohirrim. The top 10. And that is Ailmond. Okay. That gives me a couple of options here. I'm going to play out Escort from Edoras. And save a resource on Glorfindel.
Okay. Now, ideally, I want to get Stewart out this round, but I'm not sure if I want to do that.
That's okay. I'm trying to remember where Stewart would want to go with these two decks.
Well, you're the one that built them, so that doesn't really help me. um, but I'm tempted to put out me do the day and morning.
Ooh. just to start getting Boromir some utility there.
Yeah, but what I think I'm actually going to do is pay 2 resources, and I am actually going to pull out Steward and put it onto Glorfindel.
Oh, thank you.
And that and let's play exhausted, and now you've already taken control of it. There we go. Now, do I want to get this Blade of Gondolin out now, or do I want to save up for the Beekeeper?
If you get the Blade of Gondolin out now, I think we can kill the Snow Warg.
Uh,
So, I mean,
yeah,
up to you, but
I suppose I could.
I guess the idea I'm thinking of, right, is you engage the Snow Warg, defend with Boromir. I heal up that automatic damage with Glorfindel and boost Boromir's stats. Then that puts him up to 4 attack. It would be 5 with the Blade of Gondolin, and that would be enough to kill the Snow Warg.
Yeah.
But, like I said, your choice.
What's the so I'll press 5. Yeah, that's interesting. I've just had a thought. I quest with all of them. I ready Boromir during the travel phase. I then play then play Common Cause to exhaust Boromir in the travel phase to ready Prince Imrahil, and then I've got them both ready in the combat phase.
Ooh, that is interesting. It's a lot of threat, but it is...
Yeah, it is a lot of threat.
But, I mean, you don't have to play Common Cause until we see what's coming.
True, but I'll play out the Blade of Gondolin, and I'll find out later what the actual plan's going to be.
Sure. Okay, so there's 6 in the staging area. I'm going to quest for 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and Arwen will toss a resource onto Boromir as well.
Oh, 20.
Unless you want it on one of your leadership heroes to get out Guard of the Citadel and the Warning.
Probably a good idea.
Either way. And so how much did you have?
5.
And I had 11, so we're at 16 against 6.
Yeah.
That's a little overkill. I'm going to hold back Glorfindel. 13 against 6. That way, if we reveal 2 treacheries, we aren't going to blow through the first quest stage. Card 1 is a Mountain War, because that's wonderful.
Because of course it is.
And card 2, well, there went Glorfindel's resource.
Okay, so we are up against 2, 5, 6. And we've sent 2, 4, 6, 11.
I've got 13, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Are you questing with 4 from the Edoras?
Yeah, I'm questing with the escort.
Yeah, are you doing these 4 willpower, or are you
Just
you
2.
Okay, so 4, 6. I found 8 from you with Arwen.
Yeah, 8 from me and 5 from you for 13 total.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to make 5 progress. And 2 enemies are coming down.
Yep, during the travel phase already, Boromir raising the threat by 1.
Okay. You want the Snow Warg or the Mountain Warg?
Whichever you don't want.
I'll take the Mountain Warg.
Okay.
Okay, and the Mountain Warg. Frodo will block. And I will raise my threat by 2 and send it back to the staging area.
Okay.
Yeah, this can get fun real quick.
Boromir will defend.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yep, so 3 against 2, he takes a damage, and then he takes another damage from his forced effect.
Yep.
He'll then ready, raising my stuff by another one, and he will attack and kill the snow warg.
Not quite. 1 damage left.
Alright,
I was supposed to have a resource on Glorfindel to heal you and boost your stats,
alright, yes.
but that treachery kind of killed that.
Oh, well, hopefully I'll be able to kill it next round.
Yep. Ooh, interesting.
Okay, well, I'm going to spend 1, 2, and I'll play a Dunedain Quest onto Frodo.
Oh, thank you.
So that way, if we do happen to progress, he's not going to instantly die. And then once he's done with it, we can decide to toss it back over to Boromir or whatever.
Right.
And then I'll play out the Dunedain Morning onto Boromir. And that's me done.
Okay. And I will play out a Rittermark's Finest. And I'm just going to spend a resource right now to heal up Glorfindel.
Heal up Glorfindel?
Not Glorfindel, Boromir.
Thank you.
Alright. And questing time, and again, this time I'm just going to send 6.
And I'll just send 4.
Okay. Where are you
I'll
putting the
give-
resources?
Eowyn the resource, and I'll give Boromir Arwen's resource.
Okay, so Theodred's resource has to go to himself.
Oh, well, okay, I'll do it this way. I'll give that resource I've just given to Eowyn, and then
Oh, thank you.
I'll give them both to Arwen, actually. Eowyn, sorry.
You're first player, so Theodred can only give it to your heroes.
Alright, okay, well, he has to get it. Greedy man. Greedy man.
So we got 10 against 5 up there?
Yep.
That's fine. Card 1. Of course it is. What else would it be? And card 2 is the Dimmerl Stair.
But not bad.
Oh no, how many locations do we have in the victory display? Or in the discard pile? 1.
We've got to get at least another one in there.
Yep. Okay, so we've added 4. We make 1 progress. That's fine by me. Okay. I guess.
We'll leave the troll up there for a bit.
Yes, I would agree with this.
Yeah.
Shall I take the Mountain Warg again?
If you so wish.
I don't really so wish, but I think I have to.
Well, I could take it and defend it. Not an issue.
Oh, and then you could still kill your Snow Warg with Imrahil.
Uh-huh.
I will not say no.
Okay, Shadow cards.
Okay.
I will first of all defend the Snow Warg with Boromir.
Alright, and I will spend a resource from Glorfindel to heal Boromir, increasing his stats.
Okay, so you still end up with 1 damage from the Snow Warg's forced effect.
Correct, but he's now defending for 4.
Yep.
And that does nothing?
Yep, so no damage. So he's still got the 1 damage. Okay, I am then going to play Common Cause to ready Boromir, so he's now defending for 5.
Oh,
And I'm going to defend, and it goes back to the staging area. I will then ready Boromir and attack and kill the snow warg.
there you go. All right then, and that was our second location, by the way. So,
Next turn, we travel to the Dunmonster.
ugh, we'll need to look at your threat.
Yep.
Okay, I guess I'm first player.
Yes, you are.
How about I drop a Lorien's Wealth out and have you draw 3 cards, and I'll draw 1.
How very kind of you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hello. Very nice. Very nice indeed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Now I'll just put choices.
Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, and I'm going to drop out Ailment.
Very nice.
And that's what I've got.
Okay. Well, first of all, I think I want to pay 3 resources for a Beyonding Beekeeper.
Right.
I am then going to play Parting Gifts and transfer Imrahil's 2 resources to Boromir, which allows me to draw a card. I'm then going to play Keeping Count.
Okay.
Now, you do have the second copy of Keeping Count in this deck now.
Should be.
Okay. There it is. And I will give Glorfindel that copy of Keeping Count.
Okay, whose resource are you spending for that effect?
You want to borrow me?
Okay.
And then I will spend 1 more to play the Horn of Gondor onto Boromir. And then I will pay 2 resources for the Dunedain Watcher.
Well then.
And that's my hand back down to 3.
You just played a Keeping Count on my, You just played an attachment on my hero. Why don't you draw 2 cards? Or would you prefer drawing 2 cards or lowering your threat by 3?
I think lowering my threat by 3 because that mountain crawl's going to come down this turn if I don't.
Renewed friendship, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright. I'll quest for 4, 6, 8. Ooh, I have R1 again. So 10 and... you need that. Do you need the resource or do you want... Shall I take it?
Do you have Cast of Will?
No.
Then it's entirely up to you.
I'll give it to Eowyn.
Okay, and I'll send Theodred, and I'll give Theodred his own resource. How much are we sending?
That's a total of 12 against 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
9.
8, 9.
Okay, and I'll also send the Watcher. I'll send a total of 5.
Okay, so now 15 against 9. Okay. Card number 1. Black Uruks. Choose and discard an attachment from a questing character if able. I think that's probably the Dunedain quest.
Are you questing with Frodo?
No. I'm not questing with any characters that have attachments.
I was going to say.
I don't have to discard anybody's. That's beautiful. I love it. Card number 2. A Warglare.
And there's another Mountain Warg.
This is just starting to get out of hand. So we've added 2, 3, 4, 5. And apparently we're still making 1 progress.
Oh, well.
Okay, so this is the time when we travel to the Dimmerl Stair.
Yep.
At least that is the best of my belief and knowledge.
Yep, I'd agree with that.
Travel to the Dimmerl Stair. Travel effect. To travel here, we must reshuffle all locations in the victory display and the discard pile. 1, 2. If you reshuffled at least 2 locations, reduce each player's threat by 11. And discard all copies of Freezing Cold from play. No complaints there. Now, we've just traveled to a location.
Mm-hmm.
As a response, I will place Strength of Will, exhausting Riddermark's finest, to place 3 progress on this location, exploring the location, adding it to the victory display, and I draw a card.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take it. Now we have an entirely different problem, Grant.
Yeah, we're enemy locked.
And we can't engage them all.
Okay, well, let's look. The mountain walks are probably going to just bounce back and forward in the staging area.
Almost certainly true.
The mountain crawl is still a bit too heavy for Boromir to just smack down yet.
Right.
He's attacking for 7. So we can definitely take the black. One of us can definitely tank the black Uruk. I can probably take it and kill it this round.
Okay.
If we want to get more than one enemy, then one of us is going to have to look at taking on one of these wargs.
The problem with taking on one of the wargs is that, yeah.
Is that the staging area? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll take the black Uruk, and then we'll look at next turn to see how set up we are for the next lot of wargs.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. I will defend with. Do I want to defend with Boromir, or do I want to defend with Imrahil? I'll defend with Boromir.
Okay, 3 attack, 3 defense. This attack is not undefended. Glorfindel will heal Boromir up.
Oh, thank you. And then I will ready him, raising my threat by 1. And then Imrahil and Boromir will attack, placing 1 progress on keeping 1 resource on keeping count.
And I vote we don't trigger the response on the Blade of Gondolin.
That sounds like a plan. Does the resource go on my copy of keeping count or your copy of keeping count? I can't
Your
remember.
copy.
Alright, okay.
It's back to... The wording is exactly normal. All we've done is made it so that when you play keeping count, you can spend a resource to search your deck for another copy.
Right, okay, no problem.
Which means that Glorfindel is now to 4 attack.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, and you are first player.
Okay, I'll spend 2 resources and I'll play out a Guard of the Citadel.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to do.
Alright. I'll drop 2 on a Wandering Took and lower my threat by 2.
Okay.
Alright. There's currently 10 threat in the staging area.
Yep. And we're not wanting to progress yet, are we?
Probably not, but
Yeah. So how much are you sending?
okay. Actually, we ought to ask ourselves a question: what do we want to do before we progress?
Well, I think we need to clear out this mountain troll pretty soon if we want to progress.
Yeah, that's probably a reasonable thing there. And it would be nice if you could find Faramir,
Agreed. Either that or another location with victory points in the victory display before we progress on.
or that. Yes. All right. So I've got 8.
And with this 10 in there,
Yeah, 10 with Arwen.
and we're up against 3, 5, 7, 9, 10 in the state again. So I'll send. He doesn't exhaust. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 with Arwen. Do we need
I'm
more?
counting 6, but okay.
Hang on, 2 from Theodred. 2 from the Watcher and the Guard. That's 4. Yeah, 6 with Arwen. Do we need more?
That puts us up to 14, which don't know. We'll see,
Okay.
and we can discard to Eowyn if we need to.
Yep.
Okay, card number 1, Rocky Crags. Card number 2, Bitter Wind. Okay.
What?
There go your resources.
Yep. At least it doesn't touch keeping count.
True enough. So we've added 4. We break even.
I'm happy with that.
No complaints. Travel to a Warglare.
I'm guessing you don't want to travel to the Rocky Crags to get that 4th red out of there.
I mean, we could, but I have Westroad Travelers in my hand.
Fair enough.
And I mean, if we travel to the Rocky Crags, Glorfindel gets a chance to heal some damage. If we travel to the Warglare, I get a chance to, actually use the Westroad Traveler for their intended purpose. It's a win-win either way.
Okay, so engagements then. I will take one of these walks down.
Okay, I'll take the other one.
Are you sure you can hack it?
Between Glorfindel and my other 2 allies that are ready, I can actually kill the Mountain Warg if it stays around.
Okay, no problem.
Yours gets the shadow card first. Alright.
Okay, I will defend with Faramir, and I will use the Horn of Gondor.
Okay. Attacking for 3 against 3. No shadow effect. No dice.
Okay.
And I will defend with Frodo. Ooh. Plus 2 attack.
Do you want me to cancel that?
Oh, hey, where did Theodred put his resource?
It wouldn't matter because of the fact that.
Oh, right, you had to discard them all. Never mind.
But Arwen's resource could go on one of your characters. I never decided where to put that.
Oh, I thought I'd put it on one of mine already.
Well, do you want to check the log to see if you did?
Yeah, it doesn't matter that much. You know what, let's not cancel it. I'll just take the 4th ret.
Okay.
And now, 4, 5, 6. And he's dead. I have that, and Glorfindel is back down to 3 attack. But hey, it's a start. Every little bit helps.
Okay, I will play out one resource for doing the inquest onto Boromir, so now he's in no risk of straight off dying.
Interesting. I'll drop out the Westward Traveler and swap those locations, and I have really nothing else I intend to do.
Yeah, I've got nothing I intend to do except for maybe chump with the God of the Citadel.
So you can trigger that Valiant Sacrifice and draw something?
Yep. I was hoping to use a Dunedain. If Fighting Wind hadn't come and took me resources, I would have just sacrificed the Watcher to save you a bit of threat and then triggered the Valiant Sacrifice.
That's fair. Alright, you want to push through this round?
It's entirely up to you, mate.
Um, let's see how much it takes. 12 to kill the mountain troll, 11 if you use Horn of Gondor.
Yep.
And you can 7, 8, 9, and now you've only really got 10 you can put down.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, that does mean you could take it down in 2 turns, though. That's not awful. It's good to keep in mind.
Definitely.
Alright.
But that 7 attack, though, that's the scary bit. That's 4 damage on Boromir if he defends unless I jump.
That's fair. Although, you did say you wanted to chump with Guard of the Citadel.
True.
But let's quest and then we'll see. I've got 12 adding a resource to Eowyn.
And I will send Theodred and the Watcher for 3.
Okay.
And I will add Theodred's resource to himself.
Okay, so we're at 15 against 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're almost certainly gonna push through this round. Fell Voices, I hated it too. The top 2 snow cards, that's no good.
Fighting Wind and...
No, it's 2 copies of Freezing Cold.
Oh, the joys.
But it does not gain Surge because they're both Treachery cards, and there is Freezing Cold, and that will come down. Frodo.
Are you sure you... Alright, because it's 3 willpower, isn't he?
Right.
I've got to give him a quest.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've added no willpower, or no threat, so we make 7 progress, which clears out the Rocky Crags, and clears up the pass. So we move on to quest stage 2, shuffling 3 copies of Snowstorm into the encounter deck. I'm going to put the other 2 in the victory display to get them out of the way. And Caradhras is going to become our active location as soon as we clear it.
Yeah, and I think we might want to wait on clearing
I agree.
Snowdrifts.
But I'll pull down a Mountain Warg.
Okay, do you want me to take the Mountain Troll?
I'm not going to pull down the Mountain Warg, because I know what the shadow effect's going to be, and it's just going to bounce right back.
Okay, I'll take the Mountain Troll.
Okay.
Why do I do this to myself? Okay, Shadow card. He's attacking for 6. I will defend with the Guard of the Citadel. Goodbye, God.
Nothing?
Hang on, I thought you said this was you knew what the shadow effect was and it was just going to bounce back.
Wait. I did. Where's the other Freezing Cold? Did I shuffle it? No, we shuffled the encounter deck for the Snowstorm.
Oh well, it's not undefended. My God dies. I will spend a resource to honour his valiant sacrifice, and I'll draw 2 cards. Be something good. Questionable.
Okay, and how much are you attacking for?
I have 3, 4, 5, 9, and 10 with the horn.
Okay, so 10. So you do 5 damage.
Yep.
Well, 9 but against 4 defense. So yes,
Yeah.
5 damage. Okay. Ooh, I bet you're happy to see that.
Yep, and I'm straight away going to spend all 3 resources.
Hey, you mind dropping that warning on Frodo and I'll move it back to you?
There you go.
Renewed friendship. Threat or cards, you choose.
I'm a 25 threat, so I think 2 cards going to be... Ooh. Oh.
Alright, I will spend a resource from Frodo. Actually, I should have had you put it on Glorfindel.
Well, either way...
Let's retcon it. It's on Glorfindel, and Glorfindel will spend one of his increasingly massive pile of resources, because apparently we don't need healing, to move it back to Boromir.
Thank you kindly. That was the quest that you just moved back to us. That would kill Frodo.
Not yet it wouldn't, but...
There we go.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, so now I'm up at 4 defense on Boromir.
Alright.
Right, now the question becomes, do I want to put out a second blade of Gondolin? Can I put out a second blade of Gondolin? No, I can't. The horn's restricted.
Is it still? Oh, it is. I thought I was going to change that.
Well, we're going to have it changed so that it wouldn't be restricted on Boromir, but because of the fact that the amount of text that it had on it, we weren't able to do it.
Right.
So what I think I'll do is I'll spend 1 resource and play out a Blade of Gondolin onto Glorfindel.
Ooh, he could use the extra attack for sure.
And then in 2 turns, I can get out of Boromir. Give or take.
I bet you could do it next turn.
Quite possibly if I get the resources. And I don't get a bite and win.
That's true. Alright, so 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 in staging.
Yeah, but do not want to progress, so...
It's unlikely we'll make 14 progress, just saying.
This is us, mate. You say that, it will happen.
I mean, I'm only questing for 10.
And I'll send 4. And I'll give both resources to Theodoric.
Okay, so 14 against 5. Like I said, no way. Even if we roll 2 treacheries that add no threat to the staging area, we're only making 9. Okay, card number 1. Of course it is.
And I'll stick that onto Prince Imrahil.
Okay.
Since he's not questing at the minute.
Right. And number 2 is Black Uryx.
I don't control a character that is committed to the quest that has an attachment.
Alright then, so we've added 2 threat. We make 7 progress. We each draw a card.
Come and goes.
Could be worse. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna get
Rough.
tricky.
Yeah, where's your minus?
I don't know. Somewhere in the next 35 cards of my deck. Alright. I'll take the Uryx.
Okay.
Shall we leave the wargs up there?
Yeah, we may as well. We're not doing anything to anybody.
I mean, we could leave the Uryx up there if we wanted to, but...
I think the Uryx are easier to kill than the
That's true.
Mountain Ward. Oddly enough.
Yep. Alright, Mountain Troll attacking for 6.
The god is going to lay down his life again.
Really? You could drop it to 5, take only 1 damage on Boromir, or even none with Common Cause. But okay, yeah. Try to put the guard, that's fine.
Well, I could, but then let's see. I defend the common course to ready. That puts 5. Let's see. Do I have enough attack without Boromir to kill it? Even with the reduced stat, so that's 2, 3, 4. No, I wouldn't even break his defense without Boromir, so
Okay.
yeah, the guard takes the fall. I'm trying to mitigate as much threat increase as I can.
That's fair. Okay.
And
Goodbye, guard. You have
fulfilled your purpose.
fulfilled your purpose, yes. And Frodo will block the Black Uruks.
For Frodo!
Okay, that'll be 2 threat. And do I foresee a mountain troll being killed off in the future?
You certainly do.
He's dead, Jim. Don't forget to add your resources to keeping count.
Just did.
Okay, that puts Glorfindel up to 5 attack, and he can kill now the Black Uruks all by himself. Of course, he's now back down to
4.
4, but, you know, whatever. It's not like we're having a friendly competition here.
It's like Gimli and Legolas.
Alright.
Okay, well, what are you doing for your turn then?
I have 6 resources. I think I'm just gonna blow all of my spirit resources on 2 more copies of the Rittermark's Finest and another Wandering Took.
Why not? And reduce your threat by 2.
Yep.
Okay, and I think... How would Glorfindel like another blade?
He would not say no.
There you go.
Well, thank you.
And then I'll spend 4 resources on Faramir.
Okay. Alright. Now we're going to have to figure out how to keep our peoples alive.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 resource from Boromir, and I am going to move that Dunedain quest to Imrahil.
Okay.
So Imrahil's at 1 willpower.
Alright. That is a start.
We just want to hope we don't get no snowdrifts.
Okay.
That one that reduces each willpower down is by 1.
Yep.
And then discard them from play.
Ugh. I'm not a fan of what could happen here. Alright. Now, hey, Glorfindel will continue racking up a stack of useless resources.
Well, they're not useless. Once you get some lore cards, you'll be able to use them.
It's true. I have lore cards in the deck somewhere.
Unless you want to use Shadow of the Past and put one of these cards that's completely benign back on top of the deck.
I mean, I'm half tempted.
But seeing that, we'll get a shadow card that's the one with the victory point location, like Calebdil.
It's true. And we only have 4 victory. We will only have 4 victory points after we clear Caradhras. So I'm gonna save that so that we don't get stuck repeatedly getting snowstorms and eventually killing all of our heroes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 4, 6, 8, 12.
And remember, you've got Arwen.
14, so a resource onto Arwen.
And I will just send Theodred for 2.
Okay, so 16 against 5. We are very likely to clear the quest this round.
You want to hold so much back?
Yeah, I'll hold Ailment back. Now we're going to put 9 on if nothing gets revealed. I'll hold the Western Traveler back as well. So now if nothing gets revealed, we do clear the quest, but only if nothing gets revealed. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Card 1, Turbulent Waters. Card number 2, another Freezing Cold. Glorfindel.
It's not looking good for me without your minus.
Okay, so we've added 3 and we make 4 progress.
Yep.
We could, with Faramir, clear it.
Do we really want to progress and make Kahadras
The active location.
We won't lose anybody. And we could then clear out. Then we could then clear Caradras. No, actually, I don't think so. You're right.
Okay, then I opt for not going to Turbulent Waters, and I will take the Mountain Walk.
We can't take the Mountain War because we can't optionally engage enemies.
That's what I'm saying. We don't go.
Oh,
to
okay. Sure, why not?
I will defend with my brother Boromir.
Okay.
No damage, and it bounces back to the staging area. Or did it have a shadow effect?
It did not.
Yeah, well. It was worth a try.
It was.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So am I suppose. Yeah, I'll just drop out another escort.
doesn't sound like a bad idea.
I have more card draw in my deck. I swear I do. 3 copies of Ancient Mathoms, 2 more copies of Lorian's Wealth. It's in here. Should have put Glare-Wine. That's what I should have done.
You should have put Gandalf searching.
Alright, I'm gonna quest for 6.
And how much are we up against? 5, 8?
8.
So I'll send 10. I'll send 4.
Okay.
And I'll give Theodred a resource, and I'll give Arwen Eowyn a resource.
Okay. You know what? One more. Make it 12. Against 3, 6, 7, 8. Card 1 is Rocky Crags. Card 2 is Knees of the Mountain. We add 6. Well, I'll discard Ailment to boost Eowyn.
I'll discard a copy of Rearguard.
Okay. And now we're up to 14. We break even. Go to Knees of the Mountain.
Definitely.
Okay.
I will take down the Mountain Walk again.
Alright. Okay, when we travel to Knees of the Mountain, I will play Strength of Will, exhausting, I don't know, Riddermark's Finest. We clear it, and I get to draw another card. Renewed Friendship. Okay. Alright.
I will defend with Boromir.
That is a shadow card.
And it doesn't. It gets +1 because there's no mountain location. So he's attacking for 4 and against defending for 4. So now Prince Imrahil and everybody else can destroy him.
They
Oh, that's
slid the
beautiful.
wall. eventually that warg has been defeated.
Alright. I'm gonna play out an Ancient Mathom on, I don't know, Rocky Crags.
Okay.
And, okay, that's all I got. You know what, a little more willpower wouldn't hurt anybody.
Well, I'm thinking it's a bad idea as playing the Gondorian Spearman now.
Yeah, I think we're just about to go through.
Yeah, I'm playing nothing.
Okay, I've got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14? No, I don't.
Yep.
I've got 10.
And you've got R1 as well.
12. I have 12.
Okay, and I will send nobody.
So we're questing for 12 against 10?
I mean, I can send Theodred, but I'll send Theodred. He's got a stack of resources that I can get with parting gifts.
Sure. Okay, card 1. Another Rocky Crags. So now we're breaking even. Card 2.
Snowstorm.
Snowstorm. So we lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll use Farmia so we don't lose anything.
No, we lose 1. So
Yeah, from Theodred. So we're all good.
so we're losing by 1.
I will pitch a card. I will pitch a Gondorian Spearman so we break even.
Alright, breaking even is perfect. Travel to the Rocky Crags.
Do you not want to travel to the one with the Ancient Mathom on?
No, I'm going to discard my Redhorn Finest and clear the one with the Ancient Mathom on it.
Okay, fair enough. So now we have to assign 2
perfect.
damage.
And now I will spend 2 more for Lorien's Wealth. And I will, draw myself 3 cards and you 1.
Okay, and we each have to assign damage for the Rocky Crags.
Oh darn, there's Eowyn. And so, we have just traveled. It is the travel phase now. I will spend a resource from Glorfindel to heal Eowyn.
Yep.
Now it's the encounter phase. I'll spend a resource from Glorfindel to heal Eowyn. It is now the combat phase. I'll spend a resource to heal Imrahil. And it is now the refresh phase. I'll spend a resource to heal Imrahil again. Anything else you want to do this round?
No, not really.
I think I'll spend 1 resource and play a Snowborn Scout.
Ooh, hey, wonderful.
And I'll place 1 progress on either Kahadras or Turbulent Water, whatever you think.
Ooh, hey, let's drop one on Caradras. I'm fine with that.
Do you think I should play the rear guard?
Hey, not this round, but, well, maybe this round. Play it. Like, if we're going to go through, you play it and we all get a bunch of extra resources. Or not resources, a bunch of extra willpower to protect us against snowstorms.
And I'll put out another copy of the Beyonding Beekeeper.
Alright. And I will play an Ancient Mathom. This one's for you, and that's why I drew my with my Lorien's Wealth instead of you.
That's fine, then.
And I will drop out Miner of the Iron Hills. Alright, who am I saving?
Entirely up to you, mate.
I'll drop it off of Imrahil so that you can move that Dunedain quest back to Boromir.
Okay, thank you kindly.
And I will also drop an Unexpected Courage, and this first one I think goes to Boromir, so you can save yourself a little threat.
Oh, thank you very much. Where's renewed friendship in my deck?
There you go, there you go.
Still, no locations with victory points in the discard pile. None at all. However, I could set us up for a good turn. But I don't like that idea. I'd rather see more of the encounter deck and get out more of those.
Snowdrifts.
Yeah.
Snowdrifts.
Yeah, just get a better chance of getting through one of those locations with victory points.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to quest for everything. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
So we're looking to push through this round.
Yeah.
Well, I'll spend one resource and I'll play the rear guard, sacrificing my Snowborn Scout. So each unique character gets +1 willpower.
Okay. For the quest, that'll add 1 to 2 on my side, plus whatever yours sends.
And I'll send 2 on this side with Theodred and Arwen. And I'll give Arwen's resource to Eowyn, and Theodred's resource has to go to himself, obviously.
Okay, so that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, plus 4 from rear guard is 22 against 6 in staging. And then you could use Faramir to boost anybody else you're concerned about.
Yeah. Which would be all your allies if we so happen to get those -1 willpower.
Right. So, card 1. And there it is.
So when we go,
Alright. And card number 2 is a snowstorm. Do I cancel that? We're losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I can use Faramir. So
That'll drop us to 14. We've added 3. We're about to make 5 progress, which will clear the quest. Alright, so, our unique allies are back down to their regular willpower, and they're about to go to -1 with Caradhras. They're safe. It's all of my non-unique allies that are about to get wiped out, but if
Then
you Faramir me,
there you go, Faramir you.
okay, which also happens to add
More than enough progress in
that 8 back, we make 13?
something like that. And then I draw 3 cards from the Ancient Mathoms.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh, very nice. Alright, Caradhras becomes the active location. All of our questing characters get -1 willpower, which means all of mine are back down to their normal stats, and yours are at -1, but they're still alive.
Yep.
I'm okay with this.
As am I.
Now we advance, and characters are discarded from play if their willpower is ever 0. There goes my minor. Well, not... Yeah, no, yeah, there he goes. Okay. Alright, and there's no combat, so... Off we go.
And Arwen is now yours again.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what you doing then?
Well, I'm gonna spend 3 to put out a Daughter of the Nimrodel,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna spend 2 from Steward of Gondor and 2 more to play both of my copies of Shadow of the Past.
Very nice.
Going through the encounter dice card pile.
What do you think? 2 Black Uruks?
Sure. I was thinking 2 Rocky Crags, but yeah, Black Orcs are fine too.
Well, the Rocky Crags add 4 threat. The Black Uruks add 3. And the Black Uruks, when revealed effect, is going to do nothing because we don't send characters that have got attachments to the quest.
Alright. So, there's 6 threat in the staging area, there's going to be 10.
Yep.
All of our characters are at -1 willpower.
Yep.
Okay. I will quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Adding resource to Arwen. 8, 9. And you know what? I'm just going to trigger the escorts. 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got 13.
And I will give you Faramir.
Ooh. That'll make 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'll be questing for 20.
That's 10 progress, so that's more than enough for a break through Karadros.
That'll be perfect. And I'll make that 23 with the, or 22 with the daughter. Did you have anything you wanted to play?
Let's have a look. Yes, I did. I am going to spend 2 resources, and I'll play out a Dunedain quest onto Frodo.
Sure.
That makes him double safe.
Yeah.
And Dunedain cash onto Boromir.
So Boromir's ranged now.
Yes, he is.
Alright, so now we're questing for 22 against 6, 8, 10. Neither of us have attachments on questing characters. Make 12 progress, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I forgot to shuffle all the copies of Snowstorm back into the encounter deck. But that would have happened before I played those
Shadows of the Past.
Shadows of the Past, so the Black Urgs would still have been on top. We just don't know
where the Snowstorms would be.
Right, they're just stuck in there somewhere. So shuffle those back in. I missed that part. Okay. So Caradhras is in the victory display. Travel to Fanduil.
Yeah, and then I will optionally engage one of these.
And I lose my escorts from Edoras.
And I think I will spend 1 resource and play a Valiant Sacrifice.
Ooh! I'll draw 2 cards. Oh, hi there. Aren't you an interesting piece of work? I'll take one of the Uruks.
And I'll take the other one.
Alright. Okay, I'll block mine with Frodo.
For Frodo!
Okay.
And I will block mine with Imrahil.
Oh, I'll take the damage on Frodo.
Actually, yeah, I'll block mine with Imrahil.
Okay. Ooh. -1 willpower.
That's fine, we've still got 1 willpower. He takes damage. That's all good.
Okay. Glorfindel will heal Imrahil up.
Yeah, thank you. And now for attacks.
Boromir and Glorfindel can kill yours.
Okay, if Boromir wants to help.
Each gaining a resource on keeping count.
Yep.
And then Boromir and Imrahil and the Beekeepers are going to sting-minded, gaining another resource on keeping count.
Ooh, hey, Glorfindel's up to 6 attack. Ooh, and I did want to trigger Glorfindel's Blades of Gondolin on that attack.
And I will trigger Blade of Gondolin, and that's about it.
On both attacks from Boromir, I assume?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I will pay 4 resources. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will play out a Keen Eye Took to look at the top card of the encounter deck.
Top card of the encounter deck is Avalanche.
And are we okay with that?
I think we're okay with it. Without Caradras, we're not actually worried about that. So,
Okay, and I will also put out a Guard of the Citadel.
okay. It really all depends on what's that second card, but we have Boromir for combat if we need to.
Oh, definitely.
I'm going to spend 6 to get out a Ravenhill Scout and another Daughter of the Nimrodel. And, you know what? I'm just going to drop the Galadrim's Greeting to drop my threat by 6. And because I can, I'll drop another to drop your threat by 6.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
I am going to ask for Arwen's resource this round, though.
That's fine. You can have Arwen's resource, and I will send Fortin. I'm going to have to send everybody anyway, aren't I?
Yep.
So I'll send 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll send 14 and I'll target you with Faramir's ability, so Faramir doesn't actually commit to the quest.
Alright, so I'll send 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, no, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14. Moving to progress from the Way of the Hole to the Turbulent Waters. And clearing it. So that's 14, 15, 16. And I actually can't send my heroes because Fenweed Hold says we have to spend a resource to count their willpower.
True. I'll just spend them anyway. If I've got nothing else, I'd rather play with them.
Okay, so I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I have 16.
Imrahil couldn't go because of the fact he had no resource.
Right, so I have 16 and you had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. So between us it's 29? Is that what we're at?
Something like that.
Okay. We're going to exhaust all of our ready characters and commit them to the quest. Alright. But without spending the resources, our heroes don't count their willpower. That's still 29 against 10. So that's card number 1. And here it goes. Oh, and I'm healing up with the daughters all of our remaining damage.
What damage?
I had one on Frodo.
Alright.
And card number 2 is a Mountain Goblin. Requesting for 29 against 1 threat.
We made 28 progress.
28 progress, 5 on Featherweight of Hole, and 23 on the quest.
We won the game.
Just a moment. There we are.
And we didn't even get to see Calabdil.
We've just had rotten luck with those, with finding those victory point locations, but it's all right.
We had 2 more cards. Well, 1 more card. We had a Mountain Troll, and then the next card would have been Calabdil.
Okay.
But that's a game and a half.
Oh, man, yes. Redhorn Gate can be a little bit of a slog, but it is.
Yeah, and we scored a total of 155 points,
According to the tracker here.
How did you think your deck performed?
I was pretty happy with it. I could have had a little more card draw. Or a lot more card draw.
And a little bit more luck with those miners.
Card draw would have helped with that. I had 20 cards left in my deck at the end of the game.
And I had 20 cards left. I had 22 cards left at the end of my game, with 3 cards in hand.
I mean, on the other hand, though, even without the card draw, my deck did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, and I think this deck worked very well, especially with that early Beekeeper and
just the chumping with the Gondorian, the god of the Citadel, just to allow Boromir just to smash into those enemies without worrying about damage.
This is a quest that really rewards turtling, and I really don't think these decks were made to turtle very much.
Boromir, definitely not. Boromir's not one for turtling.
It's true enough.
He's an aggro deck. Boromir generally equals aggro.
Although I do find it notable that even between us using Frodo and Boromir, we ended at a lower threat than we started.
Yeah. And we came close to not, but there was that double Galadrim's greeting at the end made that possible. I mean, we did go down to, what was it, 21 threat?
I was down to 20 at one point because of these wandering tooks.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, like, if by turn 3 or 4 we were down to, like, 21 threat.
That's the Dimrail Stare for you.
Yeah,
how did you feel about the Ancient Mathoms cards we've dropped in here?
I think most of them worked exceptionally well. Obviously, some of them they didn't seem to do much, but I think that's just because of the way we have designed it. I mean, the Dunedain quests were pretty much instrumental in our not dying here.
Yes.
The Dunedain cache being one, I can't remember if we changed that one or not, but
we did.
That one came in quite handy. Well, it wasn't needed, but it was fun.
Yes.
Keeping count, I think, was nice, although unnecessary.
Right, it didn't really get a chance to shine here.
Yeah, because I'd kill one, you'd kill one, I'd kill one, you'd kill one. And it just didn't really make much of an impact. And I think that's possibly something we need to look into.
I think possibly. I do think that maybe there's better ways to employ it. Things like putting it on a hero that's normally questing, so Boromir, racks up an impressive number of kills, and then suddenly up pops Theodred with keeping count on him, or you hold him back from the quest run round, and he's attacking for 17.
Well, you've got it limit +5, so you can't really attack for 17.
Alright, 7. But still, 7.
No, what I was thinking of is instead of getting it straight out into play, you have to have a certain amount of resources on keeping count before you can pull it into play. Just so that when the second one comes out, it's going to make that little bit more of an impact.
Might be worth taking a look at.
Yeah, but as far as the other Ancient Mathoms is concerned, the Kenai Took has showed his promise in the past. The God of the Citadel, how I apologise for you being a chump blocker, but it was needed.
It was indeed. That Kenai Took is pulling some weight.
Yes, definitely. The Watcher, unfortunately, didn't get to trigger any of her shenanigans this game. The Beekeepers didn't trigger theirs because they were mainly used for questing.
Yep.
And how about the ones over on your side? The Daughter of the Nimrodale, I think, are fantastic.
Yep. She has shown her quality many times in the past. The Riddermark's finest, now that you can discard it without having to exhaust and discard it. I mean, it's still kind of a hefty cost to pay for 2 progress, but, sometimes that's the difference between winning the quest and not. So, I think it's worth it. And
don't forget that when we get to that point, we have Spirit Theoden, which reduces the cost of the first Rohan ally we play by one each round. And then you've also got things like Guthwine and what have you that allow you to bring them back once they have been discarded. So
True enough. Ailman, we really didn't get a chance to trigger him, but he can be quite useful.
Oh, definitely.
What else? Oh, the Ravenhill Scout didn't do much this game, but did get a chance to clear out a location.
Yeah,
and I think that's more than he's ever done in any of my decks before. So
yeah, and I think he showed his quality in one of our test games that we did, where the decks weren't quite functioning properly.
True enough. Glorfindel, of course, rack up a pile of resources on him, and he can heal everybody in the game.
Yeah, and obviously Theodred starting off with 2 willpower makes him so much more viable in a gameplay because it actually seems like he's actually contributing something rather than just being a resource smoother.
Yes. Also, renewed friendship. What did you think of that?
Phenomenal. It works so well. I mean, as you saw, I drew, 2 cards and lowered me threat by 6, or 4 cards and lowered me threat by whatever. It was ridiculous.
It still takes some dedicated building to get a deck that's willing to toss attachments across the table.
Well, even if you don't even need a dedicated attachment deck to throw across the table, because generally when you're building a 2-player deck, you're aware of what your partner's got in their deck, and you can just slip in a couple of copies. And yeah, there may be dead cards for the most of the time, but there's that one instance where, ooh, they've just played that. There you go. You can have a reward.
All right. Well, that has been Redhorn Gate, everybody. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time to watch us go up against Road to Rivendell. Until then, happy questing.